Hey geeks, and welcome to my honest review of the Nespresso Virtuo range. So here we're getting a brand new type of pod from Nespresso, dome shaped, bigger than your usual, seen on the right, and available in lots of different tastes, and in this case sizes of serving, from your espresso to your large. But yep, that means no more third-party pods, so goodbye to my favourite Lavazza range, and of course the cheaper supermarket brands. You are locked in to the Virtuo new generation of pod. And what's different here is they carry a barcode. That barcode is printed around the edge and basically locks you out of cheaper alternatives. But is it worth it? Here today I'm using the Virtuo Next machine. This machine, like all in the new Virtuo range, doesn't force water through your pod using a pump. It's using centrifugal force. It's spinning the pod in the head of the machine. And that gives you what they would claim to be this awesome crema, as you can see forming on the surface of my coffee. Now, as with all Nespresso machines, the pricing is odd, going from around €100, sometimes even 150, all the way through €75, and for the very same machine I spotted in my local store under €30, so expect to buy these things in the sale. I imagine actually here they were sold so cheap because the pods aren't actually available on the shelf. You have to mail order them, but that's just my region. But look at this coffee. It's the Guinness of coffees. That's the big premise here. The centrifugal force is creating this huge foam, and I prefer to call it a foam rather than a crema. If anything, it's a milkshake of a coffee. Interesting. I think it's tasty, but the design itself is probably more clever than the output. You've got this very cool little pod extraction and disposal system that goes into a large canister, and it is simple to use. There's the Virtuo Next. Very thin but quite a deep machine, sitting on the counter with an adjustable cup holder for whatever you want to use with it. This cute little Nespresso mug actually came free with mine for some reason, not advertised. And all you've got to do is open the top, pop in a pod of your choice. There goes the old one, and lock it down. There's only one button on the top to actually start the brewing process. Now, that's it. Nespresso is always about ease and simplicity, and I guess the Virtuo line simply add a different method of extracting the coffee, and perhaps even easier. But here, look, this is a 230ml pod. You don't get that with your original line. You can buy anything from espressos up to these large or even carafe sizes, and they're all available on the Nespresso app. And this is the result, this what I've called the Guinness of coffees. Yes, it is smooth, yes, it is the same sort of taste every time when you buy the same range, and that's enjoyable, but I know my local friends here would laugh at that crema. The app that comes with it, yeah, it's smart. Here's where you're going to buy from 75 cents a pod all the way down to 50 cents. I think some of them are 35, and some maintenance and dosage ability, although I haven't worked that out yet myself. This removable 1 litre water jug is neat. It's easy again, slots right in, no leaks. I think this machine in general feels stable. And I guess I could just chuck that through the dishwasher, to be honest. That one touch button up top is smart. As you can see, the silvering picks up those finger marks incredibly easy, but it's just not hard to use. And I guess in the office environment, you know, that's one of the main selling benefits of this. You can see mine's already full. I do wish they would put a fill light, but they are obsessed with one button technologies these days. So, should you buy one? What I don't like, it doesn't self-clean. So, here I am pouring a real caffeine coffee through the machine. If I put a decaf next, I'm going to get drips. It's relatively loud. That's not an issue. Most coffee machines are these days. But this one sort of whirs, acceptable in the office environment, not so sure at home or in the bedroom. And I just still can't get over the fact that a pod represents so much waste. I'm not necessarily talking about recycling, although I'm realistic about how many of us actually will, and these do claim to be 75% recycled materials. It just concerns me that you can no longer use the third parties. Yeah, I have seen adverts for replaceable tops to brew your own from your own DIY pod, but any system that is designed really to lock out competition for the sake of only a big Crema, I can't really see the genius in that. It does taste good, don't get me wrong, it's a smart, clever machine, and if you can buy one for €30 just like I did, yes, why not? But for me and my household, the ease of just having the original machine with the original range of pods and a separate milk frother, as this one doesn't come with one either, is probably the way to go. So that's my honest review. Let me know what you think. So please like and subscribe for more honest reviews. Thanks for watching. Cheers.